Hello team and welcome back to the channel. So before starting the video, a humble request to you all. We are very close to 1000 subscribers and I upload videos on daily basis on DevOps topics. Okay, so please subscribe if you are new on my channel. Okay, now coming to the video, this video is going to be about Docker. I will try to explain Docker in 10 minutes in the easiest possible way. Okay, so if at the end of the video, if you think that I was able to explain Docker in a good way, please like the video. Also share it with your friends who want to learn Docker. Okay, so with that being said, let's get started. Okay team, so as I mentioned, I will make sure that you understand Docker in the best possible way. Okay, so let's jump right into it. So this is a Java based application. Okay, you can see like a POM file is existing here, and let me open the POM file. So POM file is basically the file that contains the list of dependencies that is required to build the application. Okay, you can see like everything is like having a specific version. These are the like specific version that is required to build the application and run it. Okay, now you know what is POM file and we are talking about Java. So let's say this whole source code I have copied and kept it on a specific system. Okay, let's say that this is the system and let's call it the source code. Okay, source code, and this is Java based. So when we say that we want to build the application, Java based application, what command do we run to build the application? Okay, so basically we run the command as mvn package, I mean clean package, mvn install, like that. But basic command is mvn package to package the application and build the application. Okay, and when we are saying that we want to, we have run the command and the application will be built, what exactly is happening? Okay, so let me tell you what exactly is happening. When we run this command, it builds the application and generates an artifact. Okay, so when we say that artifact, it is basically like the combination of, or you can say packaging of the code plus the dependencies in POM. Okay, so as I just showed you that we have a POM file in our Java based project which contains all the dependencies that is like mandatory for the application to run. Okay, which are defined here. So next, when we are building the application, basically we just package the application source code with the dependencies, and like this new packet or package generated, it was in the format of it was, you can say like it was in format of jar or var. Okay, so we can call it like, let's say app.jar or var, whichever like we have defined. So we received the like first time what we did, one time we did packaging. Okay, why I am using the word packaging, because it is going to be very it is going to be defined itself in a few minutes. Okay, so packaging, and let's say that first time we are doing packaging, so let's say packaging 1. Okay, so one time we did packaging and now we have received our artifact in the form of jar file or var file. Okay, now let's say like you know like if you have like studied Java, you know how do we run a Java based application. Like if we have received the jar file, we run the command as this one, we run the command as java -jar, then name of the jar file. In our case it's app.jar. Okay, so we ran this command and the application started running. Okay, this jar file. Okay, now let's say that I have a friend and who says, okay, you have built an application, please share it to me also. I also want to run this application on my system. Okay, but the problem that occurred, I shared the jar file to my friend, but still he was not able to run it. Okay, now the problem that occurred there is that I built my application on a different system, or you can say in a specific environment. Okay, so let's say I built my system, I built my application in Linux environment which was having JDK version 8. Okay, which was having JDK version 8, but my friend is having different OS image, like he was not having Linux and he was having like different JDK version. Okay, which is not being supported by my application. Okay, because so the thing is that my application requires these things. Along with that, my application needs like a list of dependencies. Okay, that means my specific application jar file needs to be with my friend if you need to run the application. Okay, third condition, I ran the command as java-jar, then app.jar. So if someone needs to run this jar file, these four things they need to have. Okay, first time when we did the packaging, or like when we built the application, first time packaging was done of the source code along with the dependencies in the POM, and it created a package which is in the format of jar or var, and we can simply run a jar file, var file with this command java-jar app.jar or whatever the name is. Okay, but the problem here is that I built the application on this environment, Linux OS image plus JDK 8, and like I to run the application I need to have the jar file and this command I need to have, but my friend is having none of this. Still he want to run it, he want to run the application. Okay, so to solve that problem, I said, okay, let me package the environment as well. That means let me package these whole things. Let me package the jar file with these things also. Okay, these things also, then you will be able to do. That's where Docker comes in. Okay, so when we then what we do, we create a Docker file. Okay, if you see this Docker file, let me copy it and explain it to you in a better way. So let's see here. Yeah, so you see what exactly is happening here, what exactly my Docker file is containing. First, it is containing the JDK version as well as the OS Linux. Okay, then we have expose. So expose is like a specific port on which my application is visible. Okay, and then what exactly is happening, the jar file or var file, I am like copying it and pasting it on a device where I want to run. Okay, and then finally what I am doing here, I am running the common command to run running the common command that is required to run an artifact, which is java-jar app.jar. Okay, so basically these things required, and using Docker I built a package from these files. Okay, now second time also I am doing a packaging. Okay, let me write it here itself, packaging 2. This time, second time I am doing the packaging, but this time when I did the packaging, what exactly were packaged? Okay, that is the question now. So when I ran this and let's say like the command to build Docker images, Docker build, then name of the image, let's say app1, I want to name the image, and the path of the Docker file. Okay, so when I ran the command another time, like for the last time, it created a package, and this package is the image. This package is the like app1 image. Okay, so that means like first time we did packaging for the code and dependencies, second time I am packaging the environment which is required to run the application. Now since I have packaged the second time the application along with environment, and now I can share this through my friend, and my friend just needs to trigger it or start this package. So as soon as my friend starts this package, all these commands will be executed. Okay, and like box will be created which will be having OpenJDK 8 and Linux image, and it will be having the artifact var file, and the first command that is required to run, it will be automatically ran here as soon as my friend starts it. Okay, so and this box inside which all these commands will execute, it is known as Docker container. Okay, so basically you can say in another like easy words, second time packaging, what we received, Docker image, and when we run the Docker image, it creates the Docker container. And what exactly is Docker container? Docker container is the running version of the image, Docker image. Okay, and now you understand the concept. Okay, let me explain you. When first time we did the packaging, it was of code plus dependencies, whatever spelling, sorry about that. Okay, so first time when we did packaging, it was this. and let's say when we did second time packaging, sorry about the spelling mistakes. So second time packaging, what exactly happened? Second time packaging is packaging 1 plus environment that is required to run the application. Okay, so basically second time when we do packaging, this is the Docker thing. Like when we do use Docker we are using to package our application with the environment, and this is the whole concept of Docker. Now I hope you like this is the easiest way you can understand Docker. Okay, like first time we build the application, and first time packaging is happening with the source code, and dependencies is found which generate the app.jar/app.var. And like since we have built our application on a specific specific OS version, using specific command and using a special JDK version. Okay, since if I want to share this application to someone else and make sure that that person is able to run this application irrespective of environment generated, okay, irrespective of environment needed. Okay, so in that case I will package the application with the environment itself, so that the other person does not need to worry about the environment. And when I package the second time, it creates something which is known as Docker image, which is the packaging of the jar file plus the environment required to run it. And as soon as the other person triggers or starts the image, it creates another box or container inside which all the Docker commands that we have mentioned will execute. Okay, so this is the basic concept of Docker. Okay, and you want more details how the execution of Docker, you can watch my one of the video that I will put it in the description. You can watch that, and I hope it was useful, and it was I hope you understood the concept of Docker at this point. Okay, so if it was useful, please like the video, it helps me a lot. Okay, so thanks for watching.